If we look at the setup here on the left as your before, this arm was nice and extended down, but because your shoulders were kind of leveled off here, this arm had to bend quite a lot, and that changed your grip. So your left hand grip is what we call a weak position. The fact we can see the butt end of the golf club there means your left hand is sort of what we call underneath to the left, okay? We want to see more of that logo on your left hand grip. So that left hand now is a very different position. But if we look at that right arm, he's hanging fairly natural. Would you agree, yeah? Those hands now look fairly similar, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't walk around with your arms like this. Your arms just hang down from the shoulders, take the tension out of it, okay? So putting the golf club down first, what we want to see is a nice line between shoulder, elbow, hands and club, yeah? Unfortunately there's not a straight line between anything there. The elbow's sort of sticking out, the hands are this way, so if we go from there, there's 3 components missing the spot there, okay? So we need to build through this setup bit by bit, starting off with the club head and that lead arm, okay? Get that left arm on there correctly, just let it hang down straight. Tilt down, that's probably a bit more of a tilt than you probably could have gone there, would be enough. You went a bit too far, hence why your hand went a bit low down the grip, and then you kind of sort of slid up a little bit to get comfortable. But again, that mindset, as it comes back to what you said, I'm not getting under the ball. Your shaft started off when you started here by your left thigh, by your left pocket. As you then put both hands on, it did this sort of motion here, where you're fidgeting with the golf club, then the hands then go back more to the middle. Look at your left arm now. So your left arm's going to go across your torso. Then with a bit of movement around and me sort of saying that we need to get more that in line, in fairness to you, you sort of stood up a bit tall, and I think then you probably said, Lee, there you go, good. So that would be okay there. Again, you went too far. But you can see now, at least when you get to there, when you eventually get into a comfortable position, clear that, and we'll go here. We're getting nearer to things on that line. And again, that's just, they're naturally in a line anyway, aren't they? You don't walk around with your arm this way or this way or to, just from there to there to there. If that's in line with that, you'd hope this is in the middle somewhere. It's not going to be sticking out here or cross here. So generally speaking, if you drew a line from your shoulder to your hand, the elbow would be on that line, yeah? So we just go there with that left side. So getting that left side a little bit more comfortable, okay? And then from there now, make your normal backswing, twist through, head follows through with it, okay? There's no jump in there at all, and that was the 116 or that was the one before, the one's about 105 or whatever. Whereas this one here now, and we swung it, okay? The arm's already bent to start with, okay? And then when you swing, look at your feet. Elbows on the dance floor, yeah? And then you can see yourself leaning back now, and then the stepping away all comes as part of that. At least this one here now, you twisted a bit more onto that front side, okay? But a lot of the movements that we see there, movement back this way with the lower half, hands back behind the golf ball at setup, trying to get under the ball, leaning back this way, are all part and parcel of somebody trying to do exactly what you said at the start of the lesson. You said, Gareth, I'm not getting under the golf ball. So you try to get under it. Well, unless the golf club is paper thin, you never get under that golf ball. We get the back of the ball coming down as we move that way, okay? So everything's got to be more onto that left side here, and it's more this sort of snap of the wrist here as opposed to trying to swipe it and twist it. I think you try to hit the ball hard. If I said to move this table, yes, we move our big muscles, we push, we'd use strong legs, shoulders, chest, quad, those kind of things. If I was just flicking my hands, it wouldn't move forever and a day. But if I wanted to hit a fly, just quick movements, I'm not going to move my whole, I'm not going to go and lunge my whole body, okay? So what do we want in the golf swing? For you to gain distance, we want more club head speed. Whereas most people try to gain more club head power by gripping tighter, by tensing the muscles up, by locking things out, by keeping things straight, by keeping our head down, and all these things coincide with each other, shortens and weakens the swing. We want club head speed, so we're going to be loose with our arms. Nice width in the swing. So my arms to start with are going to hang down extended, okay? If I put my arms out in front of me there, or this way, my arms are extended. I'm not locking them out so they can't move. It's just movement, okay? There's movement within our shoulders and our hands here if we allow them to move. If you create a fist and tense your bicep, now try and move your arm now, I've got very limited range of motion, So setup for me is going to be key. So we'll go back over now just to sort of summarise, okay? I think I would almost, in some ways, if I talk through this now, you can then go home and film yourself doing it and see whether you go through the checkpoints that we're going to talk about now in this video, okay? So this is a reminder for you. So the first thing we're going to do is club down next to the golf ball. Ideally, feet should be together, but the club now is going to be resting towards your left thigh, left hip pocket.
Yeah.
Okay? And your left hand will go on first. We're looking for that thumb to be off to the side, and eventually we'll get to a stage where your left shoulder, left elbow, left hand, and club all in line. So if you're in front of a mirror or using the video to record it, you can look up there and think, okay, right, have I got straight line through there? So my left hand naturally hangs to the left side of my body, obviously. My shoulder's out there. I'm holding the club there now. Have I got that first? Check the camera, check the mirror, and go, yeah. Then you bring your right hand on with a small amount of tilt, not exaggerated, okay? A small amount of tilt, we bring our right arm on. And when we do that, what we would then hope for, about there would be enough, you go a little bit too far, is the right arm coming on here. Because you've gone too far, the left arm now is slightly bending, okay? So a little bit of tilt. But at this stage now, before the feet even go apart, you want to see a sort of a tilted triangle, kind of there, that way, like that, yeah? So your left side is slightly higher, only because your left hand is on the golf club, higher than the right hand, yeah? That's just fairly obvious, okay, to say that, okay? So we're going to get a slightly tilted position there. Once you've then got that, we then set our feet. And when we set our feet, what we want to see eventually long term without kind of all this kind of manipulation and twisting is your hands probably, back to a slightly better position, maybe not, probably around about there, I would say, with your hands. Which one is it? There. That's probably the best position you get to. On this instance, you went a bit further forward, so your hands got there, but you see the elbow now moving away from your body. In fact, there you bring it back in. Well, that's probably there, it's not too bad. Okay, you moved a little bit off centre there, but generally you get the idea from that lead shoulder, lead elbow, lead hand, through the golf ball. Fairly straight line, okay? And then that tilt there in the shoulders, so your right arm can be the same as your left. So I practice that over and over and over again till it becomes something you can just do, where you walk to a golf ball and go vroom, and you grab a club and you set up there. At the moment now, if you grab a club and set up comfortably, this arm will be across your chest bent, the left hand will be in a weak position, the bicep will be quite tense and quite tight, and you'll be sort of leveled off with your shoulders. And now then you're trying to spin your body as fast as you can. I want this to go fast, Ron. Not that, anything else?
Yeah, all right.
Ease what's going to give you club head speed, yeah?
Lovely, okay.
Okay, mate, does that make sense?
Yeah, get practicing on.